What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, 92Y's. Let's talk about it. So in today's video, I would like to discuss and talk about 92 Yankee related things. I know a few months ago I said that I was going to start or create a series in regards to CSDP when it pertains to 92 Yankees, how to operate and function in your supply room, and some of your daily duties and responsibilities as being a 92 Yankee. But before we get started with this series, I need some feedback. I would like to know your thoughts, your opinions in regards to your relationship across your brigade, across your battalion, and what are you doing to fix or help, or if you don't have this problem within your unit, then please, leave all the comments down below, because I am interested to know how everyone is getting along across the Army, because at the end of the day, relationships matter. You might see somebody later on in the future. You might need somebody one day. You might see them in BLC, ALC. You might want to put in a warrant packet. You may need a letter of recommendation. You may need somebody to review your warrant packet. You may need to get interviewed for a warrant packet. It may pertain to your NCOER, your OER, whatever the case may be. Please let me know how you guys, or how everyone out there in the Army community when it pertains to 92 Yankees are functioning, or if you are a 920 Alpha, or you are trying to build a relationship with a 920 Bravo or maintenance, or whatever the case. How do y'all operate and get along throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, in regards to doing your daily duties and tasks? So I wanted to start this series again based off of CSDP, some of the things that you can look forward to. Maybe you want to get recognized for the C Award. Maybe you want to put in an award to get the Order of St. Martin, which I have. And if you want to know what that is, and if you think I should do a video about it, then please let me know. But this video is not going to be too long, because I really want to know and get the feedback before I continue with these series. I'm going to do a series regardless, but this first video is all about relationships and how we can move forward, because we have to help each other out at the end of the day. So for an example, basically, I've been gone. I just came back. I went to work, and the vibe was so awkward. It was weird. It was uncomfortable for me, so I know it was uncomfortable for soldiers. And at this point, I'm a whole officer now, so I was just like confused. I was like thrown back. It was a lot of words that I can describe based off of how I felt when I went into work and I seen all of the 92 Yankees and how they were not interacting with each other, how they were not trying to help each other out in regards to communicating and talking about certain things when it pertains to like the SSA or PGRs, or using the tablets, or which is like the GTAC, or the scanners and all of that. And in regards to correcting each other, in regards to correcting each other, the vibe in regards to like your nails. So we all know, so for me, my nails are not out of regulation. These are actually press-on nails, and I got them from Static Nails. So if you want me to leave a link to where I got my nails from, I will. But something as simple as correcting someone, we should be comfortable enough to be sitting at the same table in a conference room or at the conference table. And if you see somebody nails out of regulation, just say something like, "Hey, battle," because at the end of the day, we should be looking out for each other. We should all be cool. We should be friends. We don't have to be friends, but we should be able to look out for each other. So yesterday, the whole vibe with the nails and being out of regulation, it was like an ombre. And then in regards to like your watch, the face of the watch had like diamonds on it. And granted, you can take the face of the watch off and remove it because it was like an Apple Watch. It still was just like, soldiers, well, should I correct them? Should I say this? Should I say that? And I'm like, well, yeah, like, what's wrong with correcting somebody? Like, it's not that serious. And I'm like, and if you're not able to correct that person, then why? Why do you feel like you shouldn't? Why do you feel like you should say something to someone else? For example, like one of the soldiers was like, well, I would rather tell that person's NCO that their watch is out of regulation, or that their nails is out of regulation, so their NCO can handle it, and then that way they won't be looking at me kind of sideways. I'm just like, well, what if their NCO is not available? What if their NCO is not here at the training with us? So you're gonna allow that person to look out of regulations or be out of regulations because it is, and that person know it is too, because they removed the watch real quick, and in regards to the nails, they actually said, well, yeah, these are ombre nails. And so it's just like, mentally, why do you even show up to work out of regulations anyway? I feel like a lot of soldiers feel like they will get away with it. With 9 times out of 10, a lot of soldiers do get away with it. But as a 92 Yankee, we don't want to look bad. We don't want to burn bridges. We don't want to burn relationships. So I would say just do the right thing at the right time, all the time, and then you won't have to worry about that. You won't have to worry about nobody saying anything to you. And this may not even pertain to just 92 Yankees. It might be 42 Alphas, 25 series, you know, 88 series, whatever the case may be, if we work together and we are trying to accomplish the same task, work together, even if that means you have to correct them. I'll give you another scenario. Yesterday we were doing training and there was a soldier and PTs, but they still had their earrings on. I simply was just like, you know, because I had been sitting by this person the whole time and we had been conversing back and forth, but I didn't notice it. But when I did notice it, I was like, hey, you know, like you still have your earrings on and your, you know, PTs. And they was just like, oh, thank you. I did not know that. You know, I forgot. I forgot to take them out last night. Boom, boom, boom. It was just as simple as that. It wasn't no attitude. It wasn't no negativity. It wasn't no, you know, crossing your eyes and rolling your eyes. And, you know, so before we get started with these 92Y's series, and how we can work together, what are you all doing? And if you are talking about CSDP, are you all sharing like your SOPs with each other? Are you sharing memos in regards to OCIE inventories with each other? Are you helping each other out with your Abrams files? Are you helping each other out with like your monthly cycling inventories in regards to printing out your components and how to get to your components? Do you all have access to DST and being able to pull your PSDs for your lateral transfers as far as like the PSID number, how to contact the unit and all of that? Are you completing your internal and external lateral transfers on time? Like, what are you doing to help each other out? Because if something is working for one unit and they are getting like a 90 on their inspections or 100 on their inspections, but then you have another unit or company that's getting like a 40 or 50 or 60, then why is that? If y'all all work together, y'all can go to a luncheon together, like a 92 luncheon together, and be conversing back and forth, but you over here with a whole 90 and you know this person over here got a 60, because you gonna hear about it. Then I'm like, what? You got a 60? How you got a 60? And then you asking as if you don't know that you're not helping them. So help each other out. Each other out in regards to FMS Web and how to look at pictures in FMS Web, how to get information from out of G Army in regards to how to look up a part number to convert it over to an NSN or a NIN. You know, it's just so much that we do that we don't help each other out. And before I get started with the series, I just really wanted to know and touch bases with everyone in regards to how their relationships are while they at work, and how you feel like they can improve and what works for you all, and if they are already functioning, so we can share that with the community, you know, within YouTube. And if someone happens to run across this video and they are in the military, regardless if it's Air Force, Marines, whatever the case, we all need to work together because we all have the same goal, which is to come to work, do our job, and be happy and leave stress-free and go home to our families and collect that paycheck on the 1st and the 15th to make sure that we are doing what we're supposed to do. Because we can't just show up and come to work. We can't just show up with the intent of, oh, I ain't gonna do that today, I don't feel like doing that today, or I don't feel like going to PT, so I'm gonna make an excuse, or, oh, you know what, I'm gonna show up at PT, but I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm on profile, I ain't gonna never come off my profile. First and foremost, if you're on profile, you can't put in a warrant packet. All these special assignments like SFAB, JSOC, and all of that, you can't go. So you can sit here and be like, you know what, I want to be on profile. By all means, I'm gonna give you a hand clap for that, because if that works for you, that works for you. But I've never been able to do that in my career. I think I had a profile, which was a temporary profile for like 14 days, like years ago. And to this day, I have not had a profile. You know, I show up, I do what I need to do. And after that, of course, I'm gonna complain. We all do it. But what is working for you? Please let me know. Please leave all your questions and comments down below. Until next time, this is Amelia Talks, so let's talk about it. Peace.